Great. I will call to order the Public Improvement Commission hearing of Todd's birthday, also known as May 22nd, 2025. Todd, will you take a roll call?
Sure. Would the representative from the Transportation Department please state their name for the record?
Amy Cordy. Happy birthday, Todd.
Thanks, Amy. Property Management Department, please do the same.
Joseph Callahan.
Inspectional Services.
Brian Rowan.
Water and Sewer Commission.
Denise Devlin.
And Disabilities Commission.
Sarah Young. Happy birthday, Todd.
Thank you, Sarah. All yours, Amy.
Right. At the request of the Public Improvement Commission staff, I'll entertain a motion on the acceptance of the minutes of the PIC hearing held on May 8th, 2025.
I move to accept the minutes of the Public Improvement Commission hearing held on May 8th, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. Public hearings. Public hearing item number 1 on a joint petition by Urban Edge Housing Corp. DBA Mildred Haley 3 Limited Partnership and the Boston Housing Authority for the discontinuance of any and all rights to travel public way may have within 2 segments of Lamartine Street Public Way, Roxbury, located generally at its southerly terminus south of Heath Street. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a set of plans. City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division discontinuance plan, Lamartine Street, Jamaica Plain, 1 sheet dated January 6, 2025. You state your name and also about your project.
Thank you. This is Russell Pandrus. I am with Urban Edge Housing Corporation. I'm a project manager. I'm joined here today with Laura Martin from the Community Builders, who's a colleague of mine, and along with Steve Ventresca from Niche Engineering. If I could just to remind the Commission, I'm going to share screen for a little bit of background of the master plan that's associated with the 3 petitions that we are bringing forward today. Are folks able to see my screen? Yeah, okay. So just as a reminder, so this is the Mildred C. Haley Phase 1 master plan. I believe the Commission is familiar. They have permitted Lamartine Street located here. And so we are currently, these petitions are associated with the completion of this roadway shown here as part of United Street to create this connecting roadway between Parker and Bickford Street. I believe the Commission remembers as part of the Lamartine Street connection, as part of the Lamartine Street permitting, there was a temporary condition set up with a hammerhead condition. And so that's associated with the discontinuance here. Steve will go into a little bit more detail with that discontinuance. And so associated with our petitions, we're requesting permission to develop United Street, and associated with United Street was some community engagement with residents at Mildred C. Haley in October, early November 2024. The Center Street Partners, which comprises Urban Edge, the Community Builders, and Jamaica Plain Neighborhood Development Corporation, worked with the Mildred C. Haley tenant organization, and we obtained some community input on the proposed names for this new roadway. This included a Google poll along with some in-person outreach at the food pantry at Mildred C. Haley, along with the Boston Housing Authority Management Office, for about a 3 to 4 week period in October and November. So we had 4 names for this roadway identified, and United Street won that poll handedly with 75% of the vote. I will now turn it over to Steve to walk through the technical details.
All right, good morning, Steve Ventresca with Niche Engineering. We'll talk about the discontinuance first. As Russell mentioned, the discontinuance area is at the end of current Lamartine Street, which is shown in this blue hatch here. And the area that we're discontinuing is this piece, these pieces here, so that we can, here and here that's shaded, so that we can recreate the rest of Lamartine and then the elbow to United Street and down to Parker. I guess, Madam Chair, I'm just curious, do we go through the three petitions in a row, or do you want to?
No, just just the discontinuance.
Okay, and that's the presentation on the discontinuance, so happy to answer any questions or comments before the motion. Thank you.
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
I will just mention that the project's request is to waive the typical discontinuance fee that would have been associated with this because this street was laid out so recently. And they're also laying out another roadway connection which comprises more area than these discontinuance areas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had that discussion at the time of the hammerhead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just for the record.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. PIC staff is also, other than that, I will take this opportunity to remind the public, if you wish to ask questions or add testimony, please use the raised hand function at the bottom of your screen. But I do not see anything right now.
Great, I will entertain a motion on public hearing item number 1.
I move to approve a joint petition by Urban Edge Housing Corp., DBA Mildred Haley 3 Limited Partnership, and the Boston Housing Authority for the discontinuance of a portion of Lamartine Street as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great, motion passes. Public hearing item number 2, on a joint petition by Urban Edge Housing Corp., DBA Mildred Haley 3 Limited Partnership and the Boston Housing Authority for line and grade approval and the acceptance of a highway easement for a new public way in Roxbury to be known as United Street, located from the southerly terminus of Lamartine Street to a point westerly at Parker Street. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Line and Grade Plan, United Street, Public Way, Jamaica Plain, one sheet dated April 28th, 2025.
Good morning, Steve Ventresco with Niche Engineering. Continuing the public hearing on the new United Street. Just proposing, this plan shows the proposed layout of United Street down to Parker Street, and again, discussion of that, the extension of that Lamartine to the elbow as shown on this plan. Any questions or comments?
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
All set.
All right, I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 2.
I move to approve a joint petition by Urban Edge Housing Corp., DBA Mildred Haley 3 Limited Partnership and the Boston Housing Authority for the line and grade approval and acceptance of a new highway easement to be known as United Street, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Public hearing item number 3, on a petition by Urban Edge Housing Corp., DBA Mildred Haley 3 Limited Partnership and the Boston Housing Authority for the making of specific repairs within the following public ways in Roxbury, consisting of curb realignment, roadway and sidewalk reconstruction, and structural soils, as well as new and relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavements, street lighting, infrastructure, storm drain infrastructure, green, stormwater infrastructure, street trees, landscaping, bike racks, driveway curb cuts, and raised crosswalks. United Street between Lamartine and Parker Street, Lamartine Street north of United Street, Parker Street at United Street, Key Street at Lamartine Street / Bromley Street. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division. Specific repair plans, United Street, Lamartine Street, Key Street, Boston, Jamaica Plain, 7 sheets dated May 2025.
Good morning, Steve Ventresco with Niche Engineering again. Just showing you the layout of United Street and Lamartine Street and the connection down to Parker. As stated, we are providing the City of Boston complete streets, pavers, trees, street lighting, raised crossings, tactile surfaces, cement concrete sidewalks with accessible widths and grades, and also pedestrian access improvements at Parker Street with curb bump outs and crosswalk that are flush to the street pavements. And also the pertinences within the street, sewer, water, drainage as necessary. Open to any questions or comments.
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
All set.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 3.
Sorry, Madam Chair, I forgot to mention, also wanted to clarify that we are also improving the median at Lamartine and Heath Street. I apologize. This was on the original median that was proposed, and working with BTD and PIC, we are reducing the median width to allow for left turns out onto Heath Street as part of this petition. I apologize. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 3.
I move to approve a joint petition by Urban Edge Housing Corp., DBA Mildred Haley 3 Limited Partnership, and about Boston Housing Authority for the making of specific repairs in the area of United, Lamartine, Parker, and Heath Streets, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. Public
Thank you.
hearing. Oh, thank you. Public hearing item number 4 on a petition by Penrose LLC, DBA 95 Everett Street LLC for the widening relocation of the existing right-of-way lines on Braintree Street, Public Way, Brighton, as well as for the acceptance of a highway easement located on its southerly side at the side of 95 Everett Street between Blaine Street and Everett Street. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Widening Relocation Plan 95 Everett Street, Braintree Street, Alston, one sheet dated May 2nd, 2025.
Hi, good morning. This is Ryan Kirchhoff with Penrose, proponent of 95 Everett Street. I'm here with Paula Thompson from Beals and Thomas, the civil engineer, and Jessica Welch-Cordes from DeMello Schaefer, the architect. I'm going to share my screen if that's all right. All right. Are folks able to see the screen?
Yes.
Thank you, Amy. Okay, so I'll give a brief intro of this project again. This is 95 Everett Street. This is a proposed new construction elevated affordable housing development in the Alston-Brighton neighborhood. It is to be built on what is today a surface parking lot with a roughly 2,000 square foot 1960s garage structure on the site today. The location is directly adjacent to the MBTA Boston Landing Station and across the street from the Alston Yards development. The 88 units planned here will be income restricted affordable. The project is fully zoned and funded by both the City of Boston and the Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities at the state level. This has a ground floor retail space of approximately 1,000 square feet with community amenities, bike parking, and no on-site vehicular parking. So with that, I will hand over to my colleague Paula Thompson to present the rest of the project.
Thanks, Ryan. So this is the widening and relocation on Braintree Street, and I will share my screen. We are proposing a widening and relocation on Braintree Street to accommodate a widening of Braintree Street pavement for a turnout loading area. Open to any questions on this petition.
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
All set.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 4.
I move to approve a petition by Penrose LLC, DBA 95 Everett Street LLC, for the widening and relocation of Braintree Street as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Public hearing item number 5 on a petition by Penrose LLC, DBA 95 Everett Street LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement adjacent to the following public ways in Brighton. Everett Street on its easterly side at address number 95, south of Braintree Street on its southerly side between Everett Street and Blaine Street on its westerly side south of Braintree Street. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Public Pedestrian Easement Plan 95 Everett Street, Braintree Street, Blaine Street, Alston, 3 sheets dated May 2nd, 2025.
Yes. Again, Paula Thompson from Beals and Thomas. We're the civil engineers on the project. As Amy read in, we are proposing pedestrian easements on the private property of 95 Everett Street to accommodate new sidewalks. Blaine Street, it is a variable width to accommodate a minimum of 5 feet of concrete sidewalk. On Braintree Street, it is quite wide, and we are proposing the entire concrete sidewalk area and within the tree pits and permeable pavers, all the way up to the specialty paving will be in the pedestrian easement. And then on Everett Street, minimum easement to provide at least 5 foot wide concrete sidewalks on Everett Street for the length of the frontage.
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
All set?
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 5.
I move to approve a petition by Penrose LLC, DBA 95 Everett Street LLC, for the acceptance of pedestrian easements in the area of Everett, Braintree, and Blaine Streets, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Public hearing item number 6, petition by Penrose LLC, DBA 95 Everett Street LLC for the making of specific repairs within the following public ways in Brighton, consisting of curb realignment, roadway and sidewalk reconstruction with structural soil, as well as new and relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavement, street lighting infrastructure, storm drain infrastructure, street trees, bike racks, bollards, and a raised crosswalk. Everett Street at address number 95 south of Braintree Street between Everett Street and Blaine Street south of Braintree Street. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plans 95 Everett Street, Braintree Street, Blaine Street, Alston, 6 sheet dated May 2nd, 2025.
Thank you, Amy. Paula Thompson from Beals and Thomas, and the final set of plans, let me just scroll up here. As we discussed at new business, is specific repairs along Everett Street consisting of new curbing, new permeable paving, street trees, new accessible ramps and reciprocal ramps as necessary. You can see here we've coordinated with the lighting department. We are have worked with the Green Infrastructure Department. We're providing a stormwater tree detail, so that's new on the set of plans. This set of plans, Dolores and the Public Works have reviewed the details of the grading for the reciprocal ramps and accessibility. And the other thing, well, we'll get to that in 1 second. I'll get to one other comment that came from PIC staff. Again, on Braintree Street, similar new street trees. There are no street trees there now. Permeable paving, concrete sidewalks. We are proposing a raised pedestrian crossing across Braintree Street, which helps a lot with the grading for the accessibility on the opposite side of Braintree Street. And then on Blaine Street, very similar. We have street trees where we have a wider sidewalk, and then in the rest of the on the rest of the frontage, we have permeable paving, new concrete sidewalks, realigned granite curbing. And since our last meeting, one of the PIC staff comments that came back was we have a ramp to access the trash room. So it's really just to bring trash bins down. And we've reconfigured that from the radius curbing to the straight curbing, more like a pedestrian crossing there. And this would not have detectable warning on it, would just be for trash room access. And then Sarah might want to comment on this. The last thing that we were coordinating with her office is the configuration of the sidewalk on Blaine Street so that sight impaired people walking south on Braintree Street would hit a raised concrete pad. This is for the transformer, and they would be able to navigate their way past the building, so they're not hitting a building straight on, kind of in this corner. And I believe that it's all that has changed since our last meeting, and open to any questions or comments.
Questions or comments by commission members?
Wondering if the chief could clarify on the height of the raised curbing at the transformer, just to ensure that it doesn't become a tripping hazard.
Yeah, so it'll be raised 6 to 8 inches above the surface of the concrete sidewalk.
Okay, thank you.
PIC staff or public?
All set.
All right, I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 6.
I move to approve a petition by Penrose LLC, DBA 95 Everett Street LLC, for the making of specific repairs on Everett, Braintree, and Blaine Streets, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Happy birthday, Tim. Oh, Tom.
Public hearing item number 7, on a petition by 1266 Commonwealth Avenue Company LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement adjacent to the following public ways in Brighton: Brainerd Road on its northwesterly side at the rear of 2066 to 2070 Commonwealth Avenue northeast of Gorham Street on its northeasterly side between Commonwealth Avenue and Brainerd Road. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Pedestrian Easement 2070 Commonwealth Avenue, Gorham Street, Brainerd Road, Alston, one sheet dated April 15th, 2025.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. My name is Matt McCullough. I'm with Times, representing the project team, also here with Ryan Gordon from Ditch. 1270 Comm Ave is obviously located on Comm Ave in the area of Brainerd and Gorham Street. We are proposing a new construction, 205-unit community, approximately 2,500 square feet of retail in a 6-story building consisting of 1 level of parking. Currently, the site, as you can see, is a vacant CVS with some surface parking lot. And again, we're proposing 205 units here of much needed housing consisting of 17% on-site affordable. With that, I'll turn it over to Ryan. Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. My name is Ryan Gordon, project manager with Niche Engineering. And as Matt mentioned, we have our site at 1270 Commonwealth Avenue with Comm Ave to the north, Gorham Street to the west, and Brainerd Road to the south. We are seeking approval for a pedestrian easement to help support path of travel, concrete sidewalks along Gorham Street and Brainerd Road, an area of 1,923 square feet. And we have not made any changes to this plan from new business. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
I think the one outstanding thing for us is the potential for a crosswalk across Brainerd Road at some point. I don't think that needs to hold this up, but right, like, I think that we just want to talk about where a good place to cross people across Brainerd and what that would look like. But we can handle that on the way to Myler.
Okay, thank you.
Questions or comments by commission members? PSC staff or public?
We are all set with the easements.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 7.
I move to approve a petition by 1266 Commonwealth Ave Company LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement in the area of Brainerd Road and Gorham Street, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Public hearing item number 8 on a petition by 1266 Commonwealth Avenue Company LLC for the making of specific repairs within the following public ways in Brighton, consisting of curb and sidewalk reconstruction of structural soil, as well as new and relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavement, street lighting infrastructure, storm drain infrastructure, street trees with tree guards, landscaping, irrigation infrastructure, bike racks, trash receptacles, driveway curb cuts, and raised crosswalks. Commonwealth Avenue, address number 1266 to 1270, generally northeast of Gorham Street between Commonwealth Avenue and Brainerd Road, generally northeast of Gorham Street, and business 5/8/2025 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plans, 2070 Commonwealth Avenue, Alston Public Way, 7 sheets dated April 15th, 2025.
Good morning again. My name is Ryan Gordon, Niche Engineering. And again, this is for the specific repairs for Commonwealth Avenue, Gorham Street, and Brainerd Road. We have not made updates to the plans from new business besides the discussion of the Brainerd raised crossing. from New Business, we provided a study with 3 potential options for Brainerd Road, and we are hoping to help finalize those details out as part of the final milers for the plans, but I'm happy to discuss that or any of the specific repairs in detail.
Nope, my comment was way more well-placed right here. We will figure out this right, like, after the fact, but yeah, I think that, we'll, handle this on the way to Mylars. Other questions or comments by commission members? PAC staff or public?
All set?
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing number 8, contingent upon the resolution of the crosswalk across Brainerd Road.
I move to approve a petition by 1266 Commonwealth Ave, Company LLC, and making of specific repairs on Commonwealth Ave, 4th Street from Brainerd Road, contingent on approval of crosswalk on Brainerd Road.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Tom.
Public hearing item number 9, on a petition by Animal Rescue League of Boston for the making of specific repairs within the following public ways in Boston proper, consisting of curb and sidewalk reconstruction with structural soils, as well as new and relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavement, street lighting infrastructure, bike racks, and driveway curb cuts. Chandler Street at address number 10, generally northeast of Berkeley Street. Tremont Street on its northwesterly side, generally between Appleton Street and Arlington Street. Herald Street, New Business 5/8/2025 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plan. 10 Chandler Street, Tremont Street, Public Way, 4 sheets dated March 2025.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is Bob Baldwin. I am the owner's representative for the Animal Rescue League of Boston. The Animal Rescue League has been located at this site for about 70 years in a 2-story building where they have provided the services of animal adoption, surrender, care, and frankly, quite a few other community services related to pets and animals in the area. The building that they're in is obsolete. It's about 25,000 square feet, which is a bit small, but mostly it's just obsolete for modern and appropriate care for animals in the business. So they propose to construct a new 30,000 square foot, 3-story, state-of-the-art animal care and adoption facility on the site in a phased project while they maintain their full operations in the existing building. Once the new 30,000 square foot building is completed, the existing building will be demolished and replaced by parking and landscaping and other site infrastructure. The project has received approval from both the Boston Planning Department as well as the South End Landmarks District Commission. And with that, I will turn it over to Coleman Horsley of Niche.
Good morning, members of the commission, members of the public, and happy birthday, Todd. My name is Coleman Horsley. I am a senior project engineer at Niche Engineering, and there have been no plan changes to Chandler Street from the new business hearing. For Tremont Street, we did receive a comment in the last hearing about adding an additional parking space, removing the flexi posts in front of Tremont Street. Just to kind of illustrate the parking, there is 4 existing spaces on Tremont Street in front of the property, and this is the flexi post and striped area. As we can see, we are proposing to remove that striped area and extend that area a bit to encompass a new parallel parking space, bring the total to 5 along Tremont Street prior to the driveway curb cut. Beyond that, there have been no other plan changes to Tremont Street, and I yield for questions.
Great. Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
All set?
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 9.
I move to approve a petition by Animal Rescue League of Boston for the making of specific repairs on Chandler and Tremont Streets as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Public hearing item number 10 on a petition by 247 Hancock LLC for the making of specific repairs within Hancock Street Public Way, Dorchester, located at address number 247, generally between Pleasant Street and Dorchester Avenue, consisting of curb realignment, roadway and sidewalk reconstruction with structural soil, as well as new and relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavement, street lighting infrastructure, street trees, landscaping, bike racks, and driveway curb cuts. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plan, 247 Hancock Street, Dorchester, 2 sheets, dated May 12, 2025.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Tim Hayes from Bowler Engineering, civil engineer. I have with me today Danny Mole on behalf of the applicant, 247 Hancock Street LLC. Are you able to see my screen? I apologize, it's not showing me.
Yes.
Okay, so based on comments from the new business hearing 2 weeks ago, we made some minor edits to the curb radii to be standardized 6 foot for the extension that is shown here. In addition, we confirmed with BTD that the extension is only into the existing parking lane, basically on Hancock Street. And then we confirmed with Disabilities that they had no further comments. So open to questions on specific repairs here.
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
All set.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 10.
I move to approve a petition by 247 Hancock LLC for specific repairs on Hancock Street as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Public hearing item number 11 on a joint petition by Hitchborn Beacon LLC and WJG Realty Company LLC for the discontinuance of any and all rights to travel in the public and might have had within a segment of Hitchborn Street Public Way, Brighton, located east of Arthur Street. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Discontinuance Plan, Hitchborn Street, Boston, Brighton, 1 sheet dated August 29th, 2023.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Kevin Wright of VHB. I'm here on behalf of the Hitchborn Street Project, petitioned by Hitchborn Beacon LLC and WJG Realty Company LLC. We're seeking a continuance at this time until the next PIC hearing date of June 12th to await the completion of an appraisal, which is necessary for your vote.
Great. I will entertain a motion to continue public hearing item number 11 until June 12th. 3 weeks, not 2 weeks.
I move to approve a motion to continue the joint petition by Hitchborn Beacon LLC for the discontinuance on Hitchborn Street until the next PIC hearing on June 12th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. See you guys on June 12th. Public hearing item number 12 on a petition of Hitchborn Beacon LLC for the making of specific repairs within Arthur Street Public Way, Brighton, located on its easterly side across from Hitchborn Street, consisting of curb realignment, sidewalk reconstruction, as well as new and relocated street lighting infrastructure. New business 5/8/2025 is shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plan, Arthur Street, Hitchborn Street, Brighton, 1 sheet dated May 29th, 2024.
Good morning again. My name is Kevin Wright of VHB. I'm here on behalf of the Hitchborn Street Project, petitioned by Hitchborn Beacon LLC and WJG Realty Company LLC. We're seeking a continuance at this time until the next PIC hearing date of June 12th as we await the completion of an appraisal necessary for your vote. Oh, well, tied to the discontinuance.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I will entertain a motion to continue public hearing item number 12 to the next PIC hearing on June 12th.
I move to approve a motion to continue the petition by Hitchborn Beacon LLC for specific repairs within Arthur Street until the next PIC session on June 12th.
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Standards. That's it for public hearing. New business. New business number 1, Tremont Street, Cabot Street, Hammond Street, Benton Street, Roxbury, specific repairs on a joint petition by the City of Boston Public Works Department, the City of Boston Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture, and the City of Boston Office of Green Infrastructure, the United Neighbors of Lower Roxbury, and the Frederick Douglass Sculpture Committee. Please state your name and tell us about your project.
Hey, good morning, Madam Chair, members of the Commission. My name is Jeffrey Alexis, Public Works Engineering Division, as well as IND, petitioning for the Tremont Cabot Hammett Street reconstruction project, also known as the Frederick Douglass Memorial Improvements. I'm here with a consultant from GPI who will introduce himself shortly. But just wanted to provide a little bit of background information on this project. This project is actually a community-led initiative in collaboration with the Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture, as well as the CPA. As you expressed, I mean, this was a petitioned or initiated by the United Neighbors of Lower Roxbury, as well as the Frederick Douglass Sculpture Committee to ultimately propose these improvements. We wanted to take a look at not only memorializing Frederick Douglass as part of this project. The design was actually developed by Sasaki, which we in turn assigned to GPI to have it built and designed by our consultant with the city. We tried to maintain the cultural fabric of the original design, which I think we did a pretty good job at doing. And ultimately, we made these improvements to address not only our infrastructure in this area, in the plaza, but then also address the concerns. I mean, the community has expressed that this is, I mean, it has been somewhat of an eyesore for the community in regards to the conditions of the cobblestones that are out there, the sidewalks, as well as the landscaping. So. With that, I would turn it over to Tim to kind of go over more of the details on what we're actually proposing, which is a number of improvements in addition to the arts component.
Great. Thank you very much, Jeff. Good morning, Madam Chair and Commission members. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Try to give you a high-level overview of what this project consists of. Happy to answer any questions after that. The plan view on this project is a single sheet, so what you see is what you get pretty much here. The primary focus of this project, as Jeff mentioned, is the reconstruction of the plaza, which is located along Tremont Street between Cabot Street and Hammond Street. This is the Frederick Douglass Plaza here. Just zooming in on that quickly, you can see that also, as Jeff mentioned, this project is being done in coordination with a Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture initiative to prepare a sculpture which will sit in the middle of this plaza. This project will not install that sculpture, but it will install the foundation for which that sculpture will sit upon and reconstruct the plaza and kind of the adjacencies there. In addition, as Jeff mentioned, we're also going to create a community event space on the southwest corner of Tremont Street and Cabot Street. And then we're also picking up some additional adjacent minor roadway improvements, really focused on addressing some areas of disrepair, specifically the cobblestones along Cabot Street, and then trying to improve pedestrian accommodations within the area. So we have a raised crosswalk proposed across Cabot Street here, and another raised crosswalk proposed across Benton Street, and then we are also reconstructing some pedestrian ramps. We're incorporating green infrastructure elements throughout the project, as you've probably seen in your review of the plans. There are various hardscape elements that are being added as well. The one of the comments we've received so far is related to pedestrian ramp R6 on Tremont Street, which crosses Tremont. There is also Davenport Street, which is shown just off, not shown, it's just off page here. The question was, are we going to also replace the ramp opposite R6, or is it compliant? We made a site visit out there this week. We have found that within the last 12 months, since our survey has been done, ramps R4, R5, R6, and the Davenport ramps have been reconstructed. They all appear to be compliant, and we're currently having discussions with PWD to figure out what exactly our final scope of work will be in this area, but we believe it will be very consistent to what is currently shown on the plans. We have submitted to public agencies and utility owners. Project has also been reviewed by various city agencies at both the 25 and 75/100% design submission levels. Happy to get into more detail anywhere the group would like. Maybe before we open to questions, Jeff, is there anything you would like to add?
Yes, thank you, Tim. Yeah, Tim pretty much got covered all of the improvements that we're proposing. The one thing I'll mention is that we have worked with MOAC, the Office of Green Infrastructure, as well as the United Neighbors of Lower Roxbury to maintain the improvements that we're proposing. The OGI, of course, will maintain the green infrastructure improvements. The site furniture will be maintained by United Neighbors of Lower Roxbury. And of course, the alt sculpture and the associated components to the art sculpture will be maintained by the Mayor's Office of Arts and Culture. Thank you.
Great. Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
We are all set on this one.
All right. See you in 3 weeks.
Thanks, Amy.
Thank you all very much.
Happy birthday, Todd, once again.
New business item number 2, 376 to 384 Blue Hill Ave, Intervale Street, Dorchester, specific repairs on a petition by MTK Development LLC.
Hi, yes. My name is Jared Burrell. I'm the Finance Director for MTK Development. We'd like to thank the Commission, the WU Administration, Chief Dillon, and MOH staff for having us today. I'll give a quick recap of the project. As you stated, we're located at 376, 384 Blue Hill Avenue. This project is a vacant lot infill project in which we are constructing a 4-story building below. The ground floor retail is approximately 1,200 square feet, split into 2 different bays. The community space is also 1,200 square feet approximately that will be used for the residents as well as certain select community type events. We also have several hundred square feet of outdoor space next to our parking lot, parking which has 10 spaces, 4 of which are for energy efficient vehicles we're proposing. The 18 affordable units will be split between 80% and 100% AMI. We are proposing to do a mix of 1, 2, and 3 bedroom condo units for sale, provide affordable housing to the community. The improvements also include 22 bike spaces, and as I mentioned, along with community space and indoor and outdoor. We are also looking to make sure we do some work on the streetscape, the sidewalk, and Mitch will get into that in a little more detail, John Schmidt. And then we plan to have other programming there at the site as well, making sure that we integrate with the community and our local neighbors. Apologies for any background. At this point, I'll turn over to John for further details on the
Thank you, Jared. John Schmidt with Niche Engineering. The improvements involve the reconstruction of the existing public sidewalk. The sidewalk will be reconstructed to be about approximately 7 feet concrete wide, of accessible path of travel, and then along the curb line, we'll have a 3-foot wide resident-bound paving strip. This was part of the negotiations with the BPDA and other departments through the review process. We are proposing 1 new street tree, and we are protecting and maintaining the 2 existing street trees. There will also be 2 bike racks as part of this project, and we are reconstructing the ramps at the intersection. The final design of the ramps is currently being reviewed by Dolores' office, and then we're also replacing the striping at the intersection as well. Any questions?
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
Dolores, go for it.
Yeah, so I wanted to see if the crossing across the street, we have 1 ramp failing just for striping, which will be captured in the striping that you're going to do. And then we have an apex style ramp that just has 1 panel. There's the two reciprocals. There's one with 2 panels and one with a single apex. So the one with the hydrant, I believe.
Yeah, I'm trying, if you could, which one are you speaking to, which corner?
Yeah. So where you're
just get over here a little bit better for you.
Be reciprocal to the ramp on the left-hand side.
Here, yeah.
Yes, so the reciprocal to that ramp
Yeah.
right there is non-compliant. And I wanted to see if we have a lip issue, if you could bring that ramp, if you could fix the lip issue within the scope of this project.
The lip issue is that, would that require asphalt work or would that require the ramp to be reconstructed? Because the survey doesn't go that far. We did go out there and inspected it and we determined that it was compliant. Reciprocal ramp number 1. Here, if you look here, so this, I think this is the ramp you're speaking to. So we determined this is compliant. I'm not sure, it looks like it's flush here.
Not that ramp. Not that one. There's a hydrant directly in front of the ramp. Not that one is the one that the 2 panels is fine. We just need stripping to maybe it's
Yeah, Flores, why don't we take this offline and you can correct me
Yeah.
the exact concern you have?
Yeah,
And then
so-
I will review it with my client to see if it's something that we can incorporate into this affordable housing project.
We'll give you an extra week.
Okay.
We'll see.
Are the other ramps, Dolores, are the other ramps acceptable?
Yeah, no, we determined that every ramp at this intersection was compliant except for that one apex, with the exception of striping, every other ramp is compliant. There's only one that's not compliant at this intersection. So it looks like you are redoing 2 of them anyway.
The 2 on our side we're redoing. That was, I think the one here you had some issues with, we're replacing the tactile strip here because it isn't compliant with today's regulations. This ramp we're reconstructing.
Okay, so you are replacing the tactile strip?
Correct, yes.
And the ramp that we're reconstructing, this is, oops.
We're reconstructing the ramp on our side.
Right, and that's where the hydrant is, just for clarification.
So
there is no
that's the
hydrant.
one you're speaking to, the one at the corner of
Yeah, the ramp in front of the hydrant is the only one that's non-compliant at this intersection.
Okay, so we're reconstructing that ramp, and we're also going to modify the asphalt. I think our construction documents indicate that, and we kind of call it out here. We're going to modify the asphalt here, get rid of that lip to bring it to, because we were fighting with grade here. So we're providing a compliant ramp, and then we're going to reset the asphalt just outside the landing of that to make it all compliant.
Okay.
And we can send you those details, but I think we've addressed everything here.
Yeah, great. As long as we're capturing that one in front of the hydrant.
Okay.
Then the intersection will be fully compliant when you guys are done.
Okay, I think we're all set. We'll just make sure you get that information so you're good.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sanders? New business item number 3, 151, 155 Rivermore Street, West Roxbury, pedestrian easement specific repairs on a set of petitions by 151, 155 Rivermore Street LLC.
Amy, I'm sorry. We're good for 3 weeks from now?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I forgot to wish Todd a happy birthday. So happy birthday, Todd. Take care.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Brian Balicki, civil engineer with Furrow Engineering here on behalf of 151, 155 Rivermore Street LLC. The owners of 151 Rivermore Street are proposing to redevelop the existing site. And as part of our review under the Article 80 review last summer, we were asked to improve the accessibility on the sidewalk along the frontage of their property. The existing sidewalk is asphalt and there's multiple utility poles, fire hydrants, etc. that come into the way of it. So we prepared a pedestrian easement plan and a specific repair plan to address those concerns. What the applicant is proposing to do is to reconstruct along the entire frontage of their property a new minimum of 5-foot wide concrete sidewalk. That will allow us to clear the obstacles such as this utility pole, this fire hydrant along the frontage. Also will necessitate some reconstruction to the driveway to provide a raised apron at the crossing. And we will be also installing a new DPW compliant vertical granite curb along the frontage. Right now it's an asphalt sidewalk with little to no curb. We've gotten positive comments from all agencies, notified all the required utilities. That being said, I'm happy to answer any questions.
Questions or comments by commission members?
Just appreciate the team working with my office on some last minute adjustments to the plan. So thank you to them for doing that.
Busy staff or public?
All set.
All right, see you in 3 weeks.
Thank you all.
New business item number 4, 479 East 6th Street, South Boston, grant a location on a petition by Verizon New England, Inc.
Yes, good morning. Ross Billadu representing Verizon New England. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. All right, just confirming everybody can see that.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Verizon is looking to propose to place 376 feet of new conduit from an existing manhole 169A located on the southerly side of East 6th Street, heading in an easterly direction to a future handhold to be placed by Crown Castle in front of number 479 East 6th Street for the purpose of providing new services on East 6th. So if I scroll in here, here's our existing manhole, 169A, heading east to the shared handhole. This proposed conduit path will also include quad duct city shadow.
Questions or comments by commission members?
Okay, just to confirm that we may have 3 on-street accessible parking spaces along this stretch. So we've worked with my office if those parking spaces need to be relocated due to this work. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. We're aware of those handful of spaces, and we will accommodate that, no problem.
PIC staff or public?
All set on this one.
See you in 3 weeks.
All right, thank you. Happy birthday, Todd.
New business item number 5, Tremont Street, Huntington Ave, Roxbury, grant a location on a petition by TC Systems, Inc.
Good morning. My name is Erica Hudson with Sienna Engineering Group. On behalf of TC Systems, an affiliate of AT&T, Sienna Engineering Group is submitting for your review and approval 1 set of design plans for the proposed conduit installation on Tremont Street in Boston. The proposed conduit installation will begin at Verizon manhole number 15/638, located at the intersection of Huntington Ave and Tremont Street. Then will continue southeast onto Tremont Street to a point where it will reach the proposed 3x3x3 manhole. The conduit will proceed on Tremont Street where it will reach Verizon manhole number 15/806, located at the intersection of Tremont Street and Wigglesworth Street. This will include 1 4-inch TC Systems PVC conduit and 1 4-inch City Shadow PVC conduit. The total conduit installation will be approximately 391 feet. Are there any questions?
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Amy. Yeah, hi, Erica. This is Denise Devon from Water and Sewer. I know when you submitted the plans, I left a note to let you know that we're doing work on Harrison Avenue. So I'm just going to coordinate with the construction department to see if I can get some time frames when that will be complete.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
PIC staff or public?
All set.
Great. We'll see you in 3 weeks. New business item number 6. 460 to 725 Harrison Ave, Boston proper, grant a location on a petition by TC Systems, Inc.
Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Erica Hudson with Sienna Engineering Group. On behalf of TC Systems, Inc., an affiliate of AT&T, Sienna Engineering Group is submitting for your review and approval one set of design plans showing 5 digs for the proposed conduit installation on Harrison Ave in Boston. For dig number 1, the proposed conduit installation will begin at Verizon manhole number 338, located at the intersection of Harrison Ave and East Newton Street. The conduit will continue northeast onto Harrison Ave, cross Sharon Street, to a point where it will reach Verizon manhole number 337, located at the intersection of Harrison Ave and East Brookline Street. This will include 1 4-inch PVC conduit and 1 city shadow quad duct. Total conduit installation will be approximately 397 feet. For dig number 2, the proposed conduit installation will begin at Verizon manhole 334, located at the intersection of Harrison Ave and Monsignor Reynolds Way / Malden Street, and will continue northeast. The conduit will cross Union Park Street, where it will reach Verizon manhole number 332, located at the intersection of Harrison Ave and Waltham Street. This will include 1 4-inch PVC conduit and 1 city shadow quad duct. The total conduit installation will be approximately 345 feet. For dig number 3, the proposed conduit installation will begin at Verizon manhole number 330, located at the intersection of Harrison Avenue and Randolph Street, and will continue northeast where it will reach Verizon manhole number 329A. This will include 1 4-inch PVC conduit and 1 city shadow quad duct. The total conduit installation for this dig will be approximately 162 feet. Sorry, that was for dig number 4. For this one, dig number 5, the proposed conduit installation will begin at Verizon manhole number 329 near the intersection of Harrison Ave and Thayer Street. The conduit will proceed to Verizon manhole number 1120, located in front of 460 Harrison Ave. This will include 1 4-inch PVC conduit and 1 city shadow quad duct. The total conduit installation will be approximately 13 feet. And that is all that I had.
Great. I think my one question is, right, like this is segments, what happens in between the segments? If this is chopped up, like, how are you connecting these segments together? Are you renting city shadow? Do you already have conduit in the ground? What, like, presuming that this will make one continuous connection?
Yeah, so this will be one continuous connection. I can check in internally just for further details on how we're going or how we're planning on digging and what that time frame will be and how it will impact traffic. But I can have that for your next meeting.
Okay. Questions or comments by commission members?
Hi, Erica. This is Denise Devlin again from Wire and Sewer. Just the same comments as previously. I'll give you an update on what the construction schedule is for this work.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
JIC staff or public?
All set on this.
All right.
Thank you.
See you in 3 weeks. And with that, I'll entertain a motion to close Todd's birthday hearing.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Happy birthday, Todd.
Rec-